Good morning. We're back with the 1938 Dodge that we are putting a 1957 Cadillac engine into. We got it set in place the other day. Y'all saw part of that. We leveled it side to side, set the level front to back, but it's not actually level. Generally, you level the carburetor pad, which is what we did. There's a little bit of an angle built into that so you can have driveline angles. We got all that figured out. We're going to have to do a little bit of cutting in the back when we put the transmission in, but first we're going to make engine mounts. And so start with paper templates, just like everything else Ford does. And so that goes in here. We're going to weld straight to the side of the frame, and these will be made out of 1/4 inch flat bar like that, front and back, and then it'll have a tie-in across the top, or across this edge rather, for this bolt to go through, and that will mount it. These are factory type mounts, and so there's rubber bonded to the steel that bolts to the engine. So there's that side, and then we have the same thing for the other side. It'll be very secure, kind of utilitarian, but nobody will ever see it once it's in there. And then after that, we can get the motor mounted solidly, and then we can start using the mock-up transmission and start getting our cutouts. We don't have any, there's nothing major on the frame. It's just going to be a little bit of cutout on each side that we'll have to box on the X member back there. We found all of our old mounts. Some of them, like this one, goes here where the alternator was, and this is an old fabricated mount that somebody else did. So we're probably going to use the same pickup point, but we'll probably put the alternator up a little higher. The power steering pump will go right here in this area with these two bolts. We'll use that as is, and then over here we'll have to pick up this bolt and maybe 1 or 2 of these and put the air conditioning compressor here, because we want to have air conditioning. It's Texas.
Sissy.
Yeah. We're going to get a new Mustang too, rack and pinion. This one's been sitting and it's open. Who knows the condition of it. They're not too expensive, so we'll just get a new one when we get started to get going. We've been talking about our options for steering, and when we get more information, we'll do another video on that. We're going to, because you can see the steering wheel needs to come down like right here at the back of the valve cover. So we're going to have to do some relocation stuff. We've got some fancy stuff we're thinking about for the dash and steering wheel. So we'll show all that in another video when we get figured out a little better. And that's about it for today. Make mounts, weld them in.
All right, as Blake told you earlier, we got templates for the motor mounts. Now we got to lay them out and cut them out. So what I done was I laid this on here. Oh, excuse me, it was this one. Put this on here. Got it all ready. And I rolled it over here. Got another one over here. So now we'll cut it out with plasma. So watch your eyes. Don't be staring at this. There's any of you kids out there to go blind. Yeah, you heard me. Oh, better get my gloves. That gets warm. What do I do with them? Safety first.
The shirt and no shades.
Huh?
With the shirt and no shades. Yeah.
It's plasma. Come on. How hot can it be? Alright, good morning. Today we're gonna mount the motor into the frame of the 38 Dodge. So what we have to do, we have to make some motor mounts. Let me rephrase that. We're gonna try to mount the motor. We got a lot of work ahead of us. First thing I had to do was make my templates. We got a driver's side and a passenger side because the motor is offset 1 inch, or yeah, 1 inch over. So it did make a little difference in the mounts. So what I come up with are these here. And then, let's see here. That'll go on the frame like that. And then this goes on like that. And then this side gets welded to there. So what we're going to be doing today is getting these welded up. I have both sides. Got them all ready to go, all cleaned up. So without any further ado, put them off to one side. Bring this up here. And let's see. Put them over there so I don't get them confused. Because I know me. Let's see. That goes down there like that. This goes down there like that. So we have to get that on there like that. And that. That's got to go in there or something of that nature. There. Why does that not look right? That looks better. Alright. I like it. Let's show the square here. We are. I'm gonna jack this up. Not like that. And we're ready. Let's pop that in. Alright, we got some work to do on the frame. As you can see, we pulled the motor back out. Had a bunch of old mounts started. Somebody put in here. We're going to grind that all down. Got these big holes here we're going to fill so that this will fit in there where it belongs. It hits right on there right now. And somebody went and bondoed the body, the frame rails. So we got to clean it all up, and that's what we're going to be doing. No sense of you guys watching.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
So, we got our everything built yesterday. Finished them up today. Excuse me.
Put this one.
Frog in my throat. I haven't been out with a frog.
We'll raise it back.
Anyways, we got these here. This is the driver's side. They're going to go in like that. So I built these. These are the mounts. They go like that. However, we got these big holes here, so we decided we'd plate them. So I made a template like that, and I cut out 1/8" steel plate. We'll weld that all the way around. Then we can put our mount onto that. Get it right here. Get it onto there. And everything will bolt up. So, now, got weld through primer on the back side of the plate, weld through primer up here. All we gotta do now is get somebody to weld through it. I guess that'll be me. All right, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to put that lump in that lump. So, first thing I done was I put that motor mount on that I made. This bracket here. That's going to get welded right to the frame. But we're going to set the motor in, get it tacked, and then I'll put the other side in. I may not even tack it. I may just get the other side put in, see if we got to shorten it or lengthen it or whatever we got to do to get the motor where we want it. All right, I got dimensions, so I know where I got the setback. I got that all measured out. So I'll get my tape measure and we'll be ready to go. All right, we got the motor where we want it. We're going to tack the mounts in. So they'll stay where we want them.
Ookie, here too. I got another one. Just
Get that done.
I mean, there's no way to test it without.
Look at that.
So, but we do have to change.
I'm not going to say a whole lot while I'm welding, other than watch your eyes.
We need to get this in the box. I think I have one of those plastic that has this in it already.
What the hell?
That's the plan for that. That's the 3 inch. That one's a 44, that one's a 44, but they're different brands, so I cut them out. That one's a 44.
This one I'm only going to tack at the top.
First, that's the one that was I think we actually did 44 and a 16.
Pull the motor. Alright, we're ready to start welding now. Got that clamped in place. Put a little out on the bottom, so we had to draw it in. Not a problem. That could be. I'll admit it. What's your excuse? Young and inexperienced. How's that? Okay, we can put the motor back in after it cools. Might want to let it cool a little bit. We'll put the motor back in. See what happens from there.